I don't want to give any free advertising.
I do. To Jolly Rancher slush and Twisted Tea.
Oh, gross. It's not even... All right. Are we recording?
Yes.
It's not even slushy. It's just Jolly Rancher liquor?
No, it's a Twisted Tea in the cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I figured a glass for such a special occasion of us. Good Sam, Bad Samming each other.
Welcome, everybody, to Good Sam.
Bad Sam.
This is a special edition. It's a comedy podcast where we normally have a comedian guest on, and we ask their friends and family about good and bad things about them, and then tell them what those people said in anonymity. But tonight, we have just a special episode with me.
And me.
I'm Sam.
I'm Sam.
I'm Sam Castillo.
This is...
I'm going to see how long we can keep this intro going.
I'm so Minney. We're really feeling time. Yeah. When's the last time we talked one-on-one? It's outside of phone calls.
I saw you in New York in August.
Yeah. Wow. We had to go to a different city to talk.
To talk to you not on air.
I'm excited because I got a bunch of stuff on you. I have
so much dirt about you too, and it's all on my computer that I left downtown, and on the phone. I have it. I can go through Instagram and get all. I just put it all in one place on like a notes app.
Now you have to do a little scavenger hunt about.
So now I got to do a scavenger hunt on a phone that's on 2%. I'm just killing it.
That's fun.
How
was your holidays?
It's good.
When did you do?
I drove to New Orleans 8 hours and met the girlfriend's fam.
First time?
Well, not all of it, but yeah, I met her mom.
Big moment. Was the mom nice?
Yeah.
Was the mom fat?
Yeah. Her family is so fat phobic, it's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You fit in with your eating disorder.
Yeah. You're one to talk. That's actually half of what your friend said about you.
I don't have an eating disorder. Everyone needs to stop saying that because my dad thinks I have an eating disorder. I don't, Dad.
She just doesn't eat. She just drinks.
I've been eating a lot this week.
What'd you eat today?
Well, not today specifically. I ate a lot yesterday. I went out to brunch. I went out for lunch and dinner.
You don't cook.
No, I just had the day off yesterday, and I finally got paid, so I had money to spend. Now I have no money again.
That's something people said about you. Horrible with money.
I believe that. That's why I have to sell socks. I sold a pair of socks.
Can we explain that a little bit better for the crowd? She's not making socks, by the way. She's not knitting socks.
I'm wearing them, and I'm sending them. But
there are people who want your worn socks.
So I had a guy. He paid me $400 for one pair of socks, but he lives in Canada, and the post office is on strike, so I had to FedEx to ship a single pair of socks. And I've never sent anything internationally before, but you have to answer a lot of questions. I was in this FedEx for like 20 minutes. And it was this older black lady, and she was so sweet. And I was just so nervous she was going to open up the mailer and see what was in there. Because at first she's like, what's it? What are you sending? I was like, clothing. And she's like, okay. And she said, personal use or gift? And I was like, both.
Business.
Somehow, both. And then literally,
why does she care?
So many fucking questions. And then she was convinced that we couldn't send clothes to Canada, but she just couldn't read, and that's fine.
This is at the U.S. Post Office?
FedEx.
And
then my mom is on the phone with me the entire time. She knows what I'm doing. She knows what I'm moving. And
your mom knows you're in the sock wearing and mail and business.
Yes. And so 20 minutes. I'm also wearing a sweater for some reason, forgetting it's still 80 degrees in December. So I'm sweating. I couldn't look any more like sketchy because I was just so fucking nervous that she was going to open the package. And
my skin was dry, so it was scratching.
Yeah. And I had an allergic reaction to my hair dye, so my neck was just beet red and itchy. I looked insane.
What is your natural hair color?
This, but lighter.
No, okay.
But so the last question she asked was like, okay, it needs me to specify what article of clothing and what it's made of. And I was like, custom socks, 100% cotton. And she's like, well, I don't think we can use this mailer. And I was like, can you just put in a different one? I I was like, I swear to God, after all of these questions,
my cat's got to eat.
If they opened this package and just revealed a plain black pair of socks after I said that they were custom made, be like, okay, gotta kill myself now.
Damn.
In front of this entire FedEx store.
This lady's like, miss, do not get that tone with me. Your pervert will get his socks when we fill out this mailer correctly.
She's like, do you have a name? I was like, no. Just put my name down. Just put my name down. I'm sending myself socks across the border. I'm going to go get them.
They don't got them like this when I go see family overseas.
So that was my fun. Now I know how FedEx works, and I know I will never send anything to Canada for less than $400 again.
What? How much did it cost you to mail those socks?
$35, but that's why he paid me extra, because he knew it was going to cost a little bit to.
Damn, he paid you $400 and something.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
for Forever 21 socks.
I need to get cuter feet.
My feet are disgusting.
That's what he's into then.
Yeah.
I feel like my feet are middle of the road. I need to go gross or I need to go cute. No one wants average feet.
Mine are, they're going to be a problem later in life for sure. Really fucked up. They're completely flat.
Flat?
Flat. Just like the rest of
I was going to say they take after.
Yeah, no, everything's pretty much the same head to toe, you know? Completely flat back of the head, flat chest, flat feet. What's up? Call me. Send me money.
They call her the buoy.
What's the weirdest thing you've done for an amount of money?
For an amount of money? What have I done that's weird for an amount of money? I don't know. Maybe sold pills or... That's not weird. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I was an extra for a while and a lot of acting. I was just get paid to stand there a lot. I haven't done a lot of weird shit for money. I've done a lot of weird shit for no money. But I haven't been paid to do a lot of weird stuff.
Even that business has disgruntled customers.
Yeah. He's going to leave a bad Yelp review. I'm going to have another bad Yelp. I almost got fired from my job.
Really?
Yeah, the week before Christmas.
Motion sickness again?
Kinda. No, some teenage boy left a bad review while still seated in the restaurant. I love when people do that.
Teenage boy?
Teenage boy.
You were just short with him?
No, he was there with his family. The kitchen messed up, basically. He did not want cheese. Came out with cheese. Sent it back. Kitchen remade patty. Reused bun and plate. But no one told me this until it was like after the fact. But he included it in his review. Service was awful. And so I had to go on trial and defend myself and to make sure I still had a job.
That's so crazy.
I know. But I know what he looks like. I know his name. And I know he hates cheese.
What's his name? Let's narc on the narc.
Bleep, bleep. No.
It's crazy, though. I mean, have you ever written a Yelp review?
Never.
Have you?
Maybe like a good one for a friend.
You know, it was funny because it was like a 1-star review. And I was like, I bet this bitch leaves 1-star reviews everywhere he goes. I was going to bring that up during my hearing. And I clicked his profile. All of them 5-star reviews. We were the only 1-star review. I was like, I will not use this as evidence in court.
What a sexless kid. I mean, if you're the parents of that kid, where you're like, our kid's a loser. He yelps regularly.
I feel like you yelp. You have the energy of someone that yelps.
Oh, fuck off. I don't yelp.
You look like you yelp.
I look like a yelper? Oh, fuck you guys.
You're a big foodie. It makes sense.
I am a big foodie, but I've sent food back. I don't need to take it to the streets. If I have a problem, I will say, hey, come here. This was absolutely done wrong. Please send it. Like, I'll give him another shot. And then if it's not, I'll be like, just comp it. Like, I won't pay for it. And then like, I'll pay for her meal, tip 25% or whatever is on that. Bye. And then just never go back. And I'll run their name through the mud in conversation, but I won't. Come on.
My favorite thing ever is when you recommended me a pasta food truck with an average wait time of 1 hour.
I mean, you're welcome. I gave you good food.
It was good. I was like,
Did I buy breadsticks for the table? I bought garlic bread and I bought what is it called?
Didn't I get the cheapest appetizers for the table?
No. I also got what
the
is it?
1 pound meatball.
Yes, but I got that for the table, but I also got the when it's the tomatoes and the mozzarella and the balsamic on the. I got a caprese, garlic bread, and a meatball for you and Matt, and I dined with Matt Banwart, which I think deserves extra credit.
Yeah, we should have charged him a fee.
I bought appetizers for you and Matt Banwart. I'm a good guy, and I recommended a good place.
Patrizi's.
Patrizi's.
Shout out Patrizi. I'm finding out right now that salad isn't called caprese.
Caprese, Patrizi.
Yeah, I think I'm just stupid. All right, I think that was all of anything that I had to talk about.
Well,
my car got towed. I had a really rough week before Christmas.
Did you go home? Did you go to Buffalo?
No, I did after Thanksgiving.
That's right. You spent $900 on a ticket to Buffalo, which, think about that. What's a ticket? At one point when you're purchasing a $900 ticket to Buffalo, some part of your brain just has to go, I could buy a $300 ticket to Cancun right now and have $600 left over.
I wanted to pursue my dream, Sam Castillo, of opening for Maddie Smith and William Montgomery.
I know. When you told me for comedy, I got it, but I just had to think
11 shows in 10 days, and now I hate comedy.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money to hate the thing I love.
I flew back to my hometown that makes me absolutely miserable so I can fall out of love with the thing I love doing. It was a lesson that cost me $900.
So I could shiver in an attic, right? When she's shivering in an attic without...
Anne Franking in Buffalo hard.
Honestly, who had it worse?
Oh,
wait.
Rest in peace, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah,
he died today. We lost a lot of good people today in South Korea, and then Jimmy Carter.
Well, we don't know if they were all good.
True. Whenever a plane crashes like that, I'm like, there has to be at least 5 bad people.
There has to statistically be a pedophile, and there statistically has to be someone who leaves Yelp reviews.
And a rapist.
Sometimes they're all the same.
A pedophile rapist?
Who leaves reviews?
Is he single? No.
The Chuck E. Cheese experience. Let's rip it out, Taylor.
Did all of my exes respond?
Yes, they did.
I'm so excited. I debated giving you my crazy ex's Instagram for you to reach out to.
Well, I thought that was going to be one of them. That's why I had. So context. I send my girlfriend, my twin brother, my coworkers, ex-roommates. I send a lot. You just sent me only comics. I send you all that, and then you go, and then you basically were like, you cracked your knuckles, and you were like, okay, two can play this, and you sent me all your friends, and then you sent me your ex-boyfriends, and I reached out to pretty much everyone yesterday and today, but then at noon today, I was like, hey, I didn't text your exes because one of them went to prison. I was like, I don't want to bother these people.
No, the crazy one's the prison one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. If you messaged him, he probably would have freaked out on you for asking about me.
Yeah, so I figured, I was like, I'm not gonna fuck with this.
What's he gonna do? He lives in Buffalo.
I don't want to deal with this. Eventually,
you don't want a crazy roofer with a neck tattoo hating you.
I don't. Yeah, no. Enough people don't like me.
That's very true.
Yes.
That is crazy. Your family does hate you.
Yeah.
What did you do to them?
I don't know. I feel like the Christmas I went, and then I went from New Orleans to Dallas and had myself a nice Christmas. I went to a Lutheran church. I went to my parents' backup church. Their good church is in the suburbs, and they didn't feel like driving. They woke up that day and said,
didn't want to take you to good church?
No, so they took me to the bad church.
They took you to evil church?
They took me to a church, and they start the thing by going, now, our piano player and organist, Diego, had to go to Miami. His father's dying. So we've reached out to members of our congregation who all play instruments, and while they have not played together once before, they have decided to step up and be our band. So we had a 55-year-old guy with a saxophone, a dude in his 30s with an electric bass, and a woman in her 70s with an acoustic guitar. These people only know each other outside of church. They have never hung out. They have never rehearsed. And they, man,
what did they play?
They played all the Christmas songs with a saxophone, an electric bass, and an acoustic guitar.
Did you film this? I need to see this.
So many times they were like, 1, 2, 3. We're going to try again. And then a lot of mulligans on the Christmas music. A lot of take backsies. Now, the priest, she makes a whole big deal about how this is a bilingual church. I read everything in English and then I read it again in Spanish. And it's all white people. There's like one black family, and then there's like a black guy playing the saxophone. I didn't plan that out. the black guy, the person playing the saxophone was the black guy. And so and everyone else is white. And then there's my dad, who's Mexican, who speaks fluent English and fluent Spanish. And my dad's like, I don't need you to do the whole service in Spanish. I speak English. And eventually. So,
your dad heckled the priest?
Well, she asked after a while. So let me tell you why. So she does the whole thing in English and in Spanish. And then 4 minutes into the service, she goes, now, before we start. And then she proceeds the water went down the wrong pipe and she started coughing for 8 minutes. And she kept trying. She goes, and then eventually she had to have like her assistant come up there and read everything. And she's in the side go, and she's coughing for so long. And
is
she comes
anyone
back,
laughing?
Oh man, dude! There's these teenagers in front of me with like the family of like the electric bassist is in the front of me, and these kids are howling. These kids are like 12 to 16 years old. There's like 3 of them, and they're howling. And my dad is just like out of the side of his mouth, and my mom is just stoic, and I'm just like going through
That's a fever dream. I would have had to walk outside and buy cigarettes.
The priest left the whole chapel and then came back in, and she's like, I'm good. And then she tries again and starts coughing.
Oh my God.
And eventually says, how many? She starts sounding like RFK Jr. at this point. She's like, now how many of you people speak Spanish? And everyone, my dad, for context, I'm a white guy. I'm a white Yelp reviewer. I'm a white complainer. I'm a white complainer. My father looks like, I've been told like this, my father looks like Pablo Escobar. He's 5'7", fat, thick, black mustache, arm hair, dark as shit. My dad looks like Pablo Escobar. And he just married a blonde woman. They have the complaining white son that they hate. But like,
at least they had 2 of you. One of you is cool.
After she asked if anyone speaks Spanish, the entire chapel looks at my father and he goes, I speak English too. And so she goes, okay, we're just gonna do the service in English. And her sermon, which is usually like 40 minutes long, and think about this. This is Christmas Eve. This is the Super Bowl for the church. Her sermon was 12 minutes long. I timed it. I was like, yo, you didn't even
so you could leave a Yelp review, sir?
No, but I thought in my head, I was like, she didn't even feature when she should have headlined, you know?
I love people that can't speak English because... Did you see this?
I saw this in her Instagram story. And I meant to text you a picture so that you could put it up there. Someone said...
Did you see this? The ketchup?
Yeah, we'll we'll send this.
The Spanish guys in the back spelled it Queechop.
Queechop.
I was.
See, queechop.
Oh my God! It's nice to know spelling isn't part of the test.
¿Te gustas queechop?
It'd be funny if they did it on purpose.
Queechop. The handwriting of a 5-year-old. It's crazy. What were you saying?
Sino queso on burger. See, queechop. There's no cheese on this, right?
Oh my, yeah. Fuck that kid.
Sounds just like him.
I know. I am that kid.
Siege. No.
I am that petty little virgin that left a 1-star review.
When I see you on the streets, just know I have loose slices of cheese on me, you bitch. I know what you fucking look like.
I would have got away with it too.
Imagine just seeing someone chucking cheese slices at a child.
I just imagining you with the block and the kids like looking the other way and you're behind him with the block of cheese.
Foam at the mouth. I'm gonna cheese you.
I'm gonna grate you. I'm gonna grate you.
Say when? Oh, I love being evil. I also love because anyone can be like there's well, I guess not anyone can be a server, but there's only 2 types of servers.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Well, no, but
no.
That's why you're back at house, Sammy.
Finish that thought.
Well, because it's always like the most brain dead.
No one can do what I do.
No
one. I go out there and I bring the burger back with cheese. It takes a special.
Changed what I was completely shut down.
And my car was towed.
It was. I picked up a double and my car got towed that morning. I wanted to blow my.
Sucks.
I had to use my brake to drive 40 minutes north to go get my car back. It was $250. I was like, if I just walked in with a gun, I was like, give me my car back or I'm ruining Christmas.
We're going to be in the paper tomorrow. You decide how this goes.
I walked up and I go, one card, please. They hate when you do that. And then, they for real, every time my car gets towed, I do that. I don't know how to, because I hate tow companies and I hate everyone that works for them.
How many times has your car been towed this year? 3 times?
Yeah.
It's 4.
Shut up.
Okay, over under you've dropped a band on your car.
Listen.
You've dropped 4 digits on your car in a tow lot. Now. And I'm not even fucking with you. 5 people at least said you're bad with money. That's a flight to Buffalo, Sam. Just so you know. That's a Thanksgiving flight to Buffalo.
But you know what? Whenever I'm in a pinch, I sell pictures of my feet and I'm okay.
You go, one car, please. The sock business is good to me this year.
One car, please. I open my wallet and I'm just going through socks.
This should cover it.
I think 2 crews and 1 ankle.
Yes. Keep the crew. Keep the change.
But
yeah, 1 toe sock should do it, and keep the crew.
And then at the end, when I paid with socks, and she turned the iPad screen around, I was like, "Hey, is there an option to tip? You guys did a really good job at stealing my car." She didn't laugh at all. I was like, "I'm just being silly while I'm violently frustrated."
I'm trying to think of. I've never had my car towed, but I dated a girl who got her car repossessed, and we had to drive out to this small town, like 45 an hour outside of Austin, to go get it. And of course, it got repossessed because she can't pay her bills, so I had to loan her the money and to get it out of the lot. And then I'm done. I signed for it, and then we leave, and it's like this trailer, this double wide trailer, and it's like 107. It was summer 2023, the one that was like brutal. It was 107 that day, so I'm already in a bad mood. And then I like. It's like a shitty double wide. The door doesn't close on its own. There's like a sign that says, please close the door behind you. So I just leave it open. And my girlfriend's like, we should close the door. And I go, these people just repossessed your car. So I just left it open. And the lady had to exit out the back of the double wide to come back to close the door because she was behind her bulletproof glass. And she flipped us off.
It's very funny that they have
Very petty. I was very petty that day. I'm such a petty guy. My car got booted. I went to Raising Cane's a couple weeks ago, and the lot was full in Riverside, so I parked into the spillover lot, and then, like, across this huge parking lot, there's a small little sign apparently that says if you don't park, if you're not there for the auto center, which was closed, you'll get a boot. So this guy was like, honestly, man, I go, what the fuck are you talking? I'm screaming at this guy. He goes, honestly, you're being a little much right now, telling me that, like, I shouldn't have booted your car. And I go, you know what's a little much? Is that sign that you're claiming, I can't even see it, and it's the one telling me not to park here. And so I just got in this guy's face, and he's like, you need to back up. And then I was like, and fucking what? Call the cops right fucking now. I literally.
You got crazy eyes?
Dude, I did. I backed this guy. Literally, his back was against my car. I had him backed up against my car. I was like, call the fucking cops, pussy. And I was like, these other 5 people here who booted your car won't say shit. And I go, you guys are going to say nothing, right? And they're like, they don't want to be involved at all. I go, look at them. They're looking at the fucking ground. No one's going to save you. I was screaming.
Look at me when I scream at you.
I swear to God. I snapped in his face. I go, look at me.
You're like, are you pissing your pants right now, bitch boy?
And then I paid for it.
And
I go,
you spit in his face.
I said, you feel like a big man? You're a fucking pussy. You're nothing.
Oh my God.
I know. I was in on him. In all fairness to me, 5 or 7 other people got their cars booted because the sign to tell us not to be there was so far away we couldn't see it at night.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is bullshit.
And my car booted. And I wasn't as aggressive as you are.
I was screaming in this guy's face. Honestly, it might be the least chill thing I've ever done with my whole life.
Yeah, I had to park and I did it all the time. There was a gas station across from the smoke shop, And so I would just park there, run across, takes me 2 seconds to get one of these and run back out. As I am walking out, I can see the guy walking up with the boot. And I'm like yelling from across the street. I'm only like, 30, 40 feet away. I was like, hey, I'm right here. Hey, knock it off. Stop it. Some dude's walking by and coming towards me. And he's like, he's booting your car. I was like, yeah, I can fucking see that. I was like, hey, stop. And he just ignored me the entire time until the boot was on. At this point, I am walking up 10 feet behind him. He is still ignoring me until he is back in his truck. And then I'm like screaming at him and he waits to type all the information on the iPad and then rolls down the truck window. And he wouldn't give me the iPad. I had to reach into his truck to pay. But I was yelling at him. I was like, I left my car here for less than 2 minutes. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then has the audacity to be like, drive safe. I was like, I hope you choke and fucking die.
Oh, yeah, I threw the pen at the guy and he couldn't catch because they print out a piece of paper for you to sign. I sign it and I go like this and I get in my car and I throw it and he couldn't catch and I go, oh, so you can't get a real job and you can't catch a pen.
Damn. He probably went home and killed himself after that.
I hope so. If you're that guy, I hope you did. I swear to God, if you are someone who has to boot a car for a living, sell socks because you are literally an embarrassment to yourself, your family, everyone you've ever respected. Literally, you are scum of the earth. All right. You ready to read bad things? Because clearly we're going to find out who's the good Sam and the bad Sam.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Is there anything else you wanted to say? My family was nice to me at Christmas, by the way. My family loves me, asshole. Before I say anything, my family likes me.
Yeah, they had the holiday cheer.
Yeah.
They were... Also, you can't be mean at church. They took you to bad church. Just remember that.
They did not want to. At one point I realized when I was driving home, I was like, they didn't even, I don't think they wanted me at nice church. I don't think they wanted the people at nice church to meet me.
That's 100% why they did that.
Fuck.
They're like, we have to be extra nice to Sam. We're already taking him to bad church. We don't want him to meet our real church friends. Are you juiced up?
I'm ready. Well, all right.
Do you want to go first then? Do you want to go back and forth, or what do you want to do?
Absolutely would love to go back and forth. You go first.
Okay. These first two are just silly. Sam knows a weird amount about college football, but I don't think he can throw a football. I said I can't picture him holding a football.
That's correct. All that's true.
A scale of 1 to 10, how athletic would you rate yourself? Because when I look at you, I give it a 2. But somehow I feel like you have abs.
I have abs. I swam in high school. I remember my brother was on the cross country team, and so I just showed up and was like, "Hey, can I just do a 5K?" And they're like, "Well, you have to sign up for the team." And I outran people on the cross country team that day.
Ooh.
I just showed up and ran a 5K faster than people on the team.
Were you on pills?
No, this was in high school. I'm like a sleeper in shape guy. I just wear baggy shirts and I have bags under my eyes and I don't take care of myself, but I'm a sleeper.
He's cunty in a way. A hot girl is cunty, but he's a small man instead.
That's great.
Okay. I don't know who said that, but fuck you. All right.
All right, your turn.
Love her, but Minnie's only a good person when she has a boyfriend. And she only dates the worst person currently available. Once she finds someone worse, she gets with them. She's to everyone except the person she's dating. Thinking before she acts literally does not exist. Oh, she's loyal to everyone except the person she's dating. Then she wrote, sorry, typo, LOL.
That's all she said?
Yep, there you go.
All right. Thank you, Aaron. You bitch.
Is that Jason who said that about me?
No.
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 Oh.
I remember what Jason said. It was really funny.
Okay.
Sam is very OCD and neurotic. If only he put as much attention to his family as he does his rituals, like checking doors are locked by pulling the door exactly 5 times, you're flipping lights on and off 5 times before going to bed. Sam really has replaced doing pills with being mid at the gym.
All right. Kick me while I'm down. Is there any more of that person?
Sam only calls when he needs a therapist. Leave it to an inner city Dallas cheap bastard to use a family member for a job rather than a professional.
Yeah, the OCD thing is real, dude.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've literally pulled doorknobs off of doors because I check it so much.
Because you're so strong
So strong.
from being mid at the gym.
That was my brother. That was 100% my brother. Calling me a bastard, that's like his word. He goes, you know, you're a bastard, right? I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You guys are twins.
We're twins. Our parents are married.
It's crazy.
Shout out Max. Thank you, buddy.
There's more.
Oh, really? Okay, he went full send.
All of this.
No way. Jesus Christ.
All of this. He got a 2.5 GPA his first semester of college for being too much of a frat rat. Had to do a victory lap semester to graduate. He turned from a frat rat to a classic Austin slacker. He was on pills as a line cook at Red River Cafe his senior year. He was a man whore in college. Multiple sorority girls would tell me at parties, your brother is a man whore, you know that, right? I remember being accosted by a girl he never called back at the library with my girlfriend because she thought I was him.
We're identical, by the way. My identical twin brother.
So you could add that.
I didn't know that.
So you can add that to his selfishness category. He got a scholarship to go to Arkansas instead of UT. Our mom pushed him to go to UT, but she regrets it now because if he was there, he probably wouldn't have gotten into comedy. That would have been better for all of us. What did you do at Christmas? I'm not done.
Wait. My brother wasn't at Christmas this year. He had to go to work.
He really is number 2 as far as being a favorite son. Our parents adore my girlfriend and they haven't met her in person. They're actively questioning if his current relationship is right for him or mention how they regularly ask if he needs a loan.
I have not borrowed money, by the way.
He said they would probably charge you interest.
Yeah, they would. There's headliners who've offered me money, but I would take before them. Just to be clear. Sorry.
All right, that was it from your brother.
Jesus Christ. He didn't say anything nice.
No.
Oh, man. Usually they say something nice at the end.
I gave him the option. He said, I'm good.
Oh, my God.
He's the good Sam.
Okay. All right. Okay, Sam is one of the funniest, chillest, most down-to-earth people I've ever met. But I know she has to be insane regardless of me ever seeing an insane side of her. And I've been friends with her for about 8 years. No one can drink that much twisted tea and be mentally stable. She has indirectly caused a fight between me and 2 different girlfriends of mine. We've slept on each other's couches, so she's a good and hospitable friend. See? They called you crazy, but nice.
That's Aiden.
Yeah, that's Aiden.
When I was back in Buffalo, I started a fight between two of my friends and their girlfriends within like a 10-minute span.
What did you do?
And Aiden doesn't even live in Buffalo. He lives in New York City now.
What did you do?
So I was at a bar that my one ex that you also messaged was working at so I could eat and drink for free. And his girlfriend decided to surprise him at the end of his shift. And he didn't tell her I was there. I also didn't know if she knew like our entire history. And she walked up and he introduced us, and she has like an insane name. And I was just like, I was trying not to laugh because she's a little white girl and her name's Mahogany.
Oh my God.
I was like, do we have a nickname by chance? And May. But so I didn't know if she knew who I was, and I was genuinely surprised because normally he just bangs gross fatties aside from me. And so I was surprised that she was actually like cute and pretty and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, he is so right. You're gorgeous. And then he told me after the fact that she knows who I am. And I'm like, well, now I just look retarded.
Now you look like a dumb psychopath.
Like trying not to laugh. I'm like, you're so pretty. I had to say something. Otherwise, I was going to laugh when you said her name was fucking Mahogany.
Mahogany, dude. My God.
And then they went up to his apartment real quick, and then that's when Aiden texted me a picture of a little keychain, like little stuffed keychain thing that I got from like an arcade the last time I was in Brooklyn, and I left it under his couch, I guess, and his girlfriend found it, and he thought it was hers, and she said, "Must be one of your other bitches." And so they got into a huge fight over it. So I had two of my friends fighting with their girlfriends. Meanwhile, I'm just being miserable and sitting at a bar. People hate me.
Yeah.
Girls hate me. Okay.
Damn.
Before you tell a story, you always go, "Well, here's the thing," and kind of lingers on the G of the thing.
Petty. All right.
He got new pants that make him look Chinese.
What's that now?
He got new pants that make him look Chinese.
What the fuck does that even mean? I got new pants that make me look Chinese?
I was like, what? And he's like, he'll agree. I'm like, okay.
Was that Jason?
No.
Who? Okay. Well,
You haven't guessed any.
that was Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Colin. Is that it?
We're from Colin.
All right. Okay. Once Sam hurt a guy's feelings. This is so funny. I'm sorry. This is so funny. She said, once Sam hurt a guy's feelings by being more into Pokemon than him going down on her. And also, same guy said, "What are you doing in my swamp?" She said that. You said, "What are you doing in my swamp?" when you were going down on him. Or when he was going down on you.
Oh, no.
A guy was going down on you, and you said, "What are you doing in my swamp?"
I hit him with the Shrek. No, he wasn't going down on me. This was the guy I dated in high school. He was a year ahead of me, so he was in college, and he went to like the clinic and got all the free condoms, and one of them was like they were colors, like a yellow, red, green.
Okay.
And he had a green one on, and I was like, I feel like I'm fucking Shrek right now. And when he went to go put it in, I said, "Get out me swamp!" And he didn't like that.
That's very funny.
What about Pokemon?
Apparently, you were on Pokemon Go on your phone while a guy was going down on you, and you didn't stop playing, and it hurt his feelings.
I don't remember that. Who said that?
Well, she's got more to say.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
She wrote next, but also Sam is a great friend. She used to walk like 2 miles to my house to hang out before I got a license.
Ty.
Yep. And also wrote, and also in high school, I drove her to McDonald's and she ordered a.
Oh my God, this bitch.
She will not let this go.
This is crazy. She brought it up last time I was home.
So apparently she drove you to McDonald's and you ordered a 10-piece nugget. And she had no money, so she got nothing. But McDonald's accidentally gave you 2 10-piece nuggets. She wrote, "Did Sam give me any of them? No. She ate 17 until she got sick, then conceded and let me have the last 3.
And I fucking had to shit my brains out. And I was on the toilet for so long, my legs fell asleep. But when I came out, she chased me around her mom's house while I couldn't feel my legs.
Dude, you're selfish.
Yeah, I was like, it's my miracle. She got nuggets. You shut the hell up, Ty.
She was taken care of. She was provided.
This one's cute. Sam, the first night at bed, I just read the Jersey Shore thing. The first night I met Sam, I journaled about him and said his set was a 7 out of 10 and told my boyfriend at the time he was good for a laugh. My friends and family referred to him as Comedy Sam because my ex's name is also Sam. Red flag. And they call him OG Sam. My family all thinks he looks young, but I worry about him dying all the time. My cat bit him in his sleep the first time he spent the night, and that was a red flag. So I texted him after he left that I didn't want to see him again, but we could still be friends.
Yeah, that's my now girlfriend.
But I love him, and I'm obsessed with him, in parentheses, now.
Exactly. She's obsessed with me and loves me for now. Yeah, the first date, I ended up spending the night, sup. And then
You smashed on the first date?
That's correct. And yeah, this is what
That is correct.
And yeah, in the middle of the night, her cat bit me on the heel. My foot was hanging out of the sheets, and the cat just didn't on sight was like, I don't like this guy's vibe.
Yeah, you have a very shifty energy about you.
Love you too, babe.
Is that how?
This will air well. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've known Sam for a very long time, probably like 15 years now, and it took her moving to Texas to start giving me hugs when she comes home to visit and telling me she loves me. Iconic, really. Yeah, you're correct. She's probably the most chaotic person I know. She never shows any emotion, and the first and only time I saw her cry is when her bunny died.
Yeah, I had a bunny funeral for him.
9th grade?
The summer going into 9th.
I knew it. I could read it on your face.
Yeah, so my mom said if I kept my room clean for a month when I was in 5th grade, that I could get a pet bunny.
What a low bar. 1 month? Your mom was like, enough. If you could just stop being a slob in your own room, not the house.
Oh, yeah, so I had to keep my room clean for a month. And she said we can get a bunny from my aunt. My aunt was a rabbit breeder at the time. My aunt had many random jobs.
God.
She ran a daycare and like
Family
a bakery,
of scholars.
and then like her garage was just floor to ceiling rabbit cages, and she would breed show bunnies. I went to a rabbit show. What? Shit is crazy.
They just hold it by its ears and tail? Yeah. Really? Really?
Look at the fluff on this guy.
Whoa.
And so she gave me one of her bum bunnies. His name was Cuddles with a Z because I was 9 when I named him. And he was a Helen Keller bunny. He was deaf and blind. He was 5 years old when I got him.
Damn, you got a bum bunny.
I got a bum bunny.
Wasn't bad bunny. You got a bad bunny, though.
It just makes horrible music. And then we moved from a house that had a basement where he lived, and then the house we moved into didn't have a basement, so we lived in the garage, and I think he overheated one day, and I went to go get my bike to meet my friends at the park.
They die so easy, rabbits.
And then Cuddles was dead. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to tell my parents right now, so I just left him, and I went to the park, and I got there, and I thought I could hold it together, but I'm like, guys, Cuddles is dead. And so we rallied the troops and we went back to my house and told my parents, and then we buried him in the backyard.
Oh my God.
We all said nice things about him. And that's when my innocence died and I was ready for freshman year of high school.
That sucks that my girlfriend's family calls her ex-boyfriend OG Sam. That sucks.
That is silly.
That's not good. That's a red flag.
Oh my God, you guys are going to argue about this later.
No, we don't argue. Don't give me those eyes.
Oh, I believe that.
We're great. I love you. Let's see.
That was all Holly said?
Yeah. Okay, this is, she's a terrible kisser, obsessed with root beer, once bruised a man's pelvis once bruised a man with her pelvis bone during sex.
What?
Regularly listens to her roommates have sex through the walls and rates his performance based on the sounds the girls are making. Yeah, those are, and then made the joke and then wrote, now this one's a joke, the other ones are real. This is apparently the joke, that you got fired from being a skeleton in a middle school classroom because she vaped too much. Now that's supposed to be the goof one.
Is it Zach?
No. Zach didn't get back to me. Zach left me on red.
Who said that?
Scott.
Oh. I don't think I bruised anyone with my pelvis.
This is the word of Scott. He's a former Mormon. I believe him.
Scott Fillmore.
Yeah.
You hating ass bitch. You're mad you don't have a pelvis. No. I don't try to listen to my roommates have sex. I don't really have anything to follow up with on that. What were the other points?
Obsessed with root beer.
Oh, yeah. Mug, sponsor me. Mug and Twisted Tea, sponsor me. That's it. Okay.
That's it from Scott.
Here's some
We're
nice...
giving away the names.
I know, who cares? Here's a nice one. I'm glad he's happy and doing well. I want him to succeed in his comedy career. I remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I went to an open mic night to support Sam at Doubletree in Dallas, and some guy came up in a panda furry suit and bombed a bunch of jokes about how he disappointed his dad.
That's Steven.
Sure. I don't have the names.
Oh, no, that was Sam Rooney.
He is a very helpful and friendly dude.
Okay. Hey, yeah. Hell yeah. Now we're on the upswing.
Wait, I love this one. I want to read it.
Okay.
I love this one so much. I said, hey, me and Castillo are just doing good Sam, bad Sam on each other.
Sure.
And he said, Max is a natural born leader. His dedication to the Navy and his country is a true inspiration to everyone he comes across. Calling him an American hero is an understatement. I am lucky to be alive at a time to witness such a person. I think he has a brother I don't know.
Who is that? Who the hell is that?
Jason.
That's Jason? Pieceth.
It was so funny. I was like, no follow-up questions. I love it. No notes. No fucking notes. Going on a rant about how great Max is and being like, oh, I think he has a brother.
Okay. We will rebuild.
Build back better.
From Buffalo, which stinks. Buffalo stinks more than Ohio, where I'm from. Sam apparently loves this person so much. He said that you fucked in parentheses. She said that's okay to say, LOL. Found out that I'm double Eskimo bro because of Sam and my last girlfriend. Gave me a tattoo. That's basically how we started dating. Our first date, we got pizza and we both sucked. But then we got Sonic and she made me laugh and fell in love, in parentheses, gay. Loves Twisted Teas, which she calls tweez. Doesn't do drugs, even though she does cocaine. Gamer, which is weird for girls. Can eat a lot, even though she's bulimic like her dad. Her mom got attacked by her mom attacked by a French bulldog, and they put it down there. Put it down by breaking its neck. Is that true?
No.
Okay, then it's just a joke.
Well, it's true up until breaking its neck.
Can't do one push-up.
That's a lie.
In love with Josh Allen.
Yes.
Does not support my new sardine obsession.
No.
That's the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bleep out the name, obviously. But it was the day after his birthday, he came out to the living room, and he's like, have I ever told you I'm Eskimos with And I just looked at him, I was giggling already. I was like, I could have told you that.
Oh, God. Oh, we're bleeping out name.
Yeah.
One of the we'll leave it at that.
I have to bleep out so much of this. They'll be so mad at me if I podcast about it.
He messaged it to me. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, the one that matters.
Right. Not the boyfriend. Right. All right. Take it away, Minney.
Sam is extremely neurotic, takes his pokey job too seriously, like way too seriously. The type of coworker that will go above and beyond and get mad at you for being the required amount of good at your job. Sometimes when Sam is doing a bit, it's a little too smart for me, but he always gets so deep into character and I don't have the heart to tell him I don't get the joke because he's using big words.
That's Heather?
Sam thinks he's the loser twin, but every story I've heard about his brother makes him sound like the loser. But his brother's in the Navy, so I guess a loser with a gun.
Not Heather. I don't know who that is then.
It was Heather.
It was Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Heather. Fuck you, Jason. Okay. Samantha has the uncanny ability to survive off of only Twisted Tea and hot fries. She gave birth to 2 young cats. I hate that. That's a dumb joke.
This is Kevin.
Uh-huh. Love you, Kevin, but yeah. She always has cuts on her fingers.
What?
You always have cuts on your fingers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I work in a restaurant.
Doesn't actually drink mug root beer, but posts about it like she's a super fan. Intense poser activity. He's calling you out for stealing root beer valor.
Mug valor. One time I was so embarrassed because the store didn't have mug root beer and they had to bring back A&W. I was like, I can't have this in the fridge. It was during last year's Mugtober, too. It was really upsetting.
All right, the next one I'm going to dip in the X as well.
Yes.
All right, you go ahead.
Okay. Sam's always drinking milk and eating a giant tub of yogurt.
It's true. I eat a lot of dairy.
He's borderline anorexic. He will buy a peanut M&Ms and only eat 5 because it's too much sugar.
It's true.
You're anorexic. I'm bulimic.
I'm manorexic, yeah.
Manorexic?
I have an eating disorder. There's no way around it. I really do.
How much do you weigh, like 120?
Fuck you. No, I weigh I don't weigh myself because that's unhealthy, but last time I weighed myself...
You're allowed to weigh yourself.
Last time I weighed myself was 150.
You're dense.
I know. I'm 5'9".
You do have a big head.
Okay.
You have a big, heavy head.
All right.
I have a small head. No thoughts.
I drink probably 2 gallons of lactose-free, fat-free. I buy like the fat-free, lactose-free Fairlife milk.
You buy the liberal milk?
I drink 2 gallons of that a week.
That made me so nauseous.
Sometimes 1.5.
Nice milk stats, dude.
Yeah, that's correct. How much milk you drink a week?
Well, I'm honestly surprised I didn't shit myself so far because I did eat hot fries and slam a chocolate milk before I drove here. And then I've been drinking twisted tea. Oh, and then I ate sweet and savory jerky. Sweet and spicy jerky.
Have you ever had... No, never mind. I'll tell you
Have I ever
off
had
air.
a solid stool?
The answer is no, I'm
Rarely.
guessing.
I have solid shits in the same frequency that I think people have diarrhea.
I just imagine the idea of you getting out of the bathroom and being like, Mom, banner day. I was a log.
I love a good solid.
You got a bidet? You seem like you got bidet energy based on your diet.
No, I just turn around and I spit on it. I'm kidding.
You put a cigarette out.
I put a cigarette out on my asshole.
Sammy B is here in spirit.
Yeah, a lot of poop talk today.
Yeah, Sam slashed my tires, and when we...
Ryan.
Yeah. He said, Sam slashed my tires, and then we continued sleeping with each other for like 2 weeks later. Sam has more than one occasion had a strawberryta for breakfast. She also had a 3-year period where she made every dude she was dating bleach her hair like a cult. That's true?
Mm-hmm.
You're like having manipulative?
Mm-hmm. It was all pure coincidence. They also all got heart tattoos.
Oh my
I gave them all stick and poke heart tattoos, like the one on my thumb. 2 of them have gotten them covered up.
I mean, psychotic.
Okay, I want to start from the top.
No. We're not done.
Oh. Thanks, Ryan.
Also wrote, she's also great at providing emotional support, not judging and listening if someone needs to talk. She's an excellent hype man and wingman. All right.
Love you,
Start
baby.
with the tattoos. And the
Tattoos?
bleaching.
Okay, so what happened?
I mean.
It was 3 of them. So you reached out to 2 of them. So Travis bleached his hair.
He didn't respond to me in time.
Fuck you, Travis.
He followed me back, but then didn't respond in time. But I also waited till the day of.
Same. So bleached Travis's hair, gave him the heart tattoo on his foot. After,
You like branding them, huh?
yeah, it's my catch and release system.
Ugh.
If you see a man with frosted tips, because that's normally when the relationship ends. If you see a man with frosted tips and a heart tattoo, know that I had him.
Yikes, dude.
It really wasn't intentional, but it became like a bit after the second one. And then I dated the guy after that.
Did your mom do that to your dad, or what's going on here?
No.
And you got to recreate a family home or something?
No. Hear me out. And then I also bleached the next guy's hair after that. And then I gave him the heart on his thumb. He asked for it there. He has gotten it covered up. And then the guy I dated after that, you also messaged him. We started dating right before Halloween, and he was like, oh, I'm going to bleach my hair blonde because I'm going to be Slim Shady for Halloween. And I was like, I can't escape it. He did not get a tattoo. The guy after him did not bleach his hair, tattooed the heart on his butt cheek. He has gotten that covered up.
Oh, on the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right or left cheek?
Right.
Wow. Did he have a left cheek tattoo?
No.
Okay. Was that did he already have tattoos, or was that his first tattoo?
No, they all have tattoos.
Oh, okay. It would have been hilarious if his first tattoo was a heart on his ass.
Also, it hurts me when they get them covered up.
A part of me dies.
It's crazy that you know the follow-up.
I just like to leave my mark.
Well, excuse me with my skinny body and big old head. I'm going to read some more. Man.
Oh, wait, slashing his tires.
Yeah, we glossed over that. You slashed this man's tires, and he messaged me being like, oh, she's a great hype man and a good wingman.
And so I've got all of my friends in my car, and we just drove around the block a couple of times until we would all take turns running out of the car and trying to pop his tires, watching a YouTube video on how to slash tires. My one friend was just got home from like basic training for the Navy, and so we had to like drop him off at a donut shop because he was scared we were gonna get pulled over and he was gonna get arrested. And then we slashed his tires, and then 2 weeks later we were hooking up again. And I didn't tell him for years. I was like, "Hey, do you ever think it's weird that the night that you messaged Holly, the next morning you had a flat tire?" And he was like, "Well, it could have been anyone."
I got a lot of enemies. That's crazy.
Yeah. And now we're still best friends. Love you, Ryan. Okay.
Psycho.
I'm so normal now. Buffalo made me evil. I think I was blonde. I think the bleach chemicals were seeping into my brain, and the cold weather was really making me delirious.
Okay, let's hear from another ex. This one was really sweet.
Charles.
Yeah. Hey, dude! Exclamation.
I love him.
I'd say she refuses to shovel snow, but lived in most of her life in the snowiest city in the country. And I used to make fun of her diet. She had the diet of an unsupervised toddler for sure. Hope this helps. I'll give the pot a listen. Another exclamation.
He was the most normal guy I dated. Shout out Charles.
He followed me. I followed him back. Seemed like a happy guy. And how long did you date him for?
Not long enough.
There you go. He got out.
I want to say we were together for like 6 months, and then I found out I was moving here, so we just broke up. He was like, well, if you want to move there first, if you like it, then maybe I'll move down there. And I was like, that's crazy to do for someone you've been dating for 6 months.
That's so crazy for 6 months.
So I said, hey, bud, don't worry about it. You got a whole life here. And then I skedaddled.
Oh, can I do another one?
Yeah. I only have 2 left, so.
Okay, I've got like a few more.
Okay.
Hi. Sure, no problem. I can message you about Sam. A good story I have about Sam is that the morning we moved her down to Texas, she threw away all of her belongings. She couldn't fit in the car because she was doing coke and drinking with her ex instead of packing. Crying while laughing emoji.
This is Sam.
Yeah. And then we proceeded, which is confusing. This is Samantha R.
Yes.
And then we proceeded to drive all the way to Texas with a cat, Twisted Tea, and the complete Jimmy Buffett collection. I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, but a very memorable trip. Minney has been a server, bartender, and manager in comedy, and she moved up so quickly, and she works really hard to make a name for herself. I'm proud of her progress. She's a solid friend who never tells a lie, and I'm happy for her and her success. So many more nice things.
Thank you, Samantha Rodriguez.
No, Heather's the only, and my friend from high school, the only people who said anything nice about me.
Sam is one of the nicest and genuinely most caring people I know. That's boring, but I had to be nice for a second.
Thank you, whoever that is.
Mm.
I needed that.
Someone else messaged me. Yeah, I had 4 months to prepare. Oh, this person sent a long one. Now I have a bunch more. But I had 4 months to prepare, and I decided last minute I wasn't going to get a U-Haul, so it was just whatever I could fit in my car, and I did. Almost pull an all-nighter with the guy tattooed his ass. And then I woke up at 5 in the morning. I was like, I gotta move to Texas right now.
Oh my God.
Nothing was packed. Nothing was ready. It was a fucking nightmare.
You procrastinated your life.
Hey, it worked out.
Did it?
Look at me. Look at this sparkle in my eye. Sometimes when you're on stage, you start talking like an old-timey gangster and says, yeah, you know? I don't know how that's going to translate over text.
I know who that is, and that's not true. He's insisting that I do that. I do not do that.
Yeah, you know? I've seen you. I've seen you do it.
That's Kyle Post.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Kyle Post Malone. You do.
Yeah.
Do I?
Do I? Give me a coin, see?
It is. I might not have transferred it over, but I had a second one about the way you just eat plain Greek yogurt from the container.
I do. I eat plain Greek yogurt, fat-free, unflavored, sour.
The liberal yogurt.
And I just eat it out of the tub by itself. And I've written that was the eating disorder because it was just clean protein. But now I've learned that I deserve to sometimes have the vanilla sugar-free kind, or sometimes I put, I don't know, like a banana chopped up in there, or like trail mix, or sometimes if I'm being naughty, honey.
You're such a treat.
I'm a nightmare. I'm a tightly wound guy.
So one thing is he eats like a fucking maniac.
I really do have an eating disorder.
When he stayed with us for a few days this summer, he ate at least 6 eggs a day, and when he's not eating eggs, there's a good chance he's eating plain Greek yogurt out of the container. No honey, no granola. And the biggest spoon he can find. You don't have to lie to us about your eating disorder, Sam.
That was either Carolina or it was Grant.
He's really into Steely Dan. I don't know if that's useful to you, though. Yeah, also
I love
Nirvana.
Dan.
Okay, now I have 2 left again.
I only have like 1 left, I think. I miscounted. Let's see. That's what they wrote. I'm sorry, I'm panicking. Okay, well, hold on. Let's see.
Oh, that's Jordan.
Sam is secretly very sweet and caring, but she hides it with her resting bitch face. She can survive solely on Twisted Teas, White Claws, and hot dogs.
That was the last one.
No, I've got one more. That was the postman.
He is a legit conspiracy theorist, but I've honestly never really been able to tell how far gone he is. He'll say wild shit with just a tiny bit of irony, so you're not quite sure if he believes it or if he's just saying it for the bit. But I think he believes it.
That could be literally anyone. I don't know.
But you're a conspiracy theorist?
I mean, okay. Have I been a guest to the InfoWars studio? I cannot confirm or deny. Yes, I have. It's in South Austin. I'm not a fan of him, and I'm not a fan of conspiracies. I just see things that they don't want us to see.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Look, I'm just...
The yogurt's turning the Sam's gay.
Excuse me that I just don't... I see the flaws in a lot of institutions in our society. Look, the towers didn't fall on their own. Watch the new Pearl Harbor. It's a 5-hour documentary on YouTube. It breaks down everything. And I'm not kidding. Am I? We don't know. Sam always thinks she's dying. Usually is hungover.
Jordan.
Yeah. Hasn't had anything to eat that day. Always wants a big cup of orange juice.
Yeah, is that a crime? Why is that a thing that she had?
I don't know. She's just relevant.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah. You know how
You could never have a big cup of orange juice like I do.
I honestly couldn't. I don't drink juice.
It helps me when I'm hungover. The vitamin C and my blood sugar and.
There's a lot of better options out there.
Yeah, like not fucking drinking a million Twisted Teas. I love that.
Have a liquid IV.
I love that basically everyone's like, she drinks too much Twisted Tea.
Basically, everybody said that I have an eating disorder and that you have a drinking problem.
Which I think we knew that.
And that I used to be a man whore and that you...
Fucked.
And that you are a manipulator, cult leader of ex-boyfriends. I don't text girls back. You text guys back too much.
Yeah, that's how I stay friends with them.
But we now each...
have a better understanding of each other.
Have a better understanding of each other and people that love us. We have significant others that like us.
I have one closing nice thing to say about you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's also the first male friend of mine to tell me he loves me, which is sweet. He throws that word around with his friends. It's really nice. Inside, he's a little sweetheart yearning for a cuddle, and I love that about him.
I don't know.
I nailed all of mine. Except for Scott Fillmore. Fuck you, Scott Fillmore.
My brother really hurt me.
Good.
That was wild.
You gonna text and be like, yo, bro, what gives?
Yeah, what the fuck? And this is the funny part. I messaged him. I'll show it to you. If my friend Sam Minney messages me or messages you, can you DM him back? He thumbs up emoji responded to.
He said, I'm about to tear this man apart.
Oh my God.
It's like he really wanted to absorb you in the womb.
Yeah. Okay, so
gonna kill you.
I guess can we get an impartial juror? Can he come here and tell us which is the good Sam and the bad Sam?
Yeah, who's the good one?
I can't speak on this.
Who's the bad one?
Who's the worst one?
I think you're
If you had to,
you're inherently more evil.
me?
Yes.
Is it the X cult? Is it the slashing tires and still fucking
tires,
him?
bro? It's leaving your friends out in a lurch.
Is it? Is it the?
Is it the nuggets or the dead rabbit?
More people had nice things to say about me than you.
Did they?
And I'm an only child, so I don't have a twin that can be mean loudly.
Why are you doing the bad open mic and
Why
and so
Why am I British?
I was doing British Shane Gillis in the car yesterday. What the hell?
I had a lady at one of my tables today that was from Germany, and she had like her pack of cigarettes out, and I did the thing where I was like, "So for lunch we have like 2 cigarettes."
And then for lunch we have 3 bar chocolate, and cigarette, a glass of wine.
I was so happy she knew what I was talking about. Sometimes I'll just quote memes to my tables, and I look insane.
Sometimes in Europe we have 4 cigarette lunch, and bar chocolate.
I could tell because the cigarettes had like the aggressive like, here's your lungs on cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Where they show, dude, the gnarliest one was Costa Rica. Went to go buy a pack of cigarettes there.
Okay, brag about being in Costa Rica. I use my plane money to go to Buffalo.
Yeah, well, you go to Canada, you get your cigarettes there, right?
I don't remember the last time I was in Canada.
They had a kid with like a crutch, and he was missing a leg, and it said in Spanish that like he'll give you defectos, yeah, birth defects from smoking, and it showed a kid with a birth defect and 1 crutch and 1 leg, and he was like, yeah, it was, and half his face was fucked up. It was bad.
And my kid grew up to be Sam Castillo. He chuckled. I think we're done.
I think we're done. No, I think we're done.
Either of us are good or bad, and I think that's beautiful.
And thank you for everybody for participating in our mind game. What a way to end the year. You know what? Let's have a year of reflection. What was your high and lows of 2024? My low was this podcast.
Aw, my high was this podcast. You know what? You would look really good blonde.
Dude, I did do that in high school. I bleached blonde myself out of a dare. When at a party, I was drunk. I forgot what the dare was, and I lost the bet. And so then I had to dye my hair blonde.
Like, I dare myself to bleach my hair.
Stop it. No. It looked bad.
I can imagine. It would not compliment your skin tone at all.
I'm olivey.
I also did it so then girls would think that they were gay and stay away from them.
That's what it is.
I'm evil. I'm evil, Sam.
Damn, dude.
We only have a few more episodes left together before you move, and this is our last one at the studio, so...
Yeah, Rotten Hell Studio.
It's crazy. Can we take the door frame where we've been marking Sam Castillo's height?
It's going down. I need to eat.
What about the wall where we mark his
My
waist
cock.
size?
Oh. There's a
not
tree
moved.
ring for the girth of my cock.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, my waistline. Well, that was humbling. I ordered a pair of pants. The pants that Colin said I look Chinese in, I ordered them in the mail, and they're like these nicer pants.
Mail-ordered pants. Have you heard of this?
And, yeah, bragging.
Did you order it from a magazine?
No.
As seen on TV. Pants. Okay, I'm done.
They were 30-inch inseam pants, which I normally wear, and like that's what these jeans are. And they were swimming in them. And I got like I borrowed from my friend had like those like the tape measure that's like a cloth. I have a 29-inch waist.
Skinny legend.
It's crazy.
Skinny. Yeah, who's the skinniest, Sam?
We both.
Taylor, you hate
We
us.
both. I'll say 2025. We both got to go outside and have some carbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so fat.
Fat and tan. That's the look for 2025.
We're gonna
We're gonna look
greased
Sicilian.
hippos.
We're just gonna have lasagna at the beach.
Ew. Imagine chomping down some pasta and it's covered in sand.
I could go for an eggplant parmesan right now.
Let's go, Patrizi's.
Honestly, lock it in.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Subscribe to things.
No plugs.